What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today we are installing our next RTR part onto the car today. Super excited about that. I guess this is our third modification, but it's really our second. We got the RTR wheels, which was from a previous build, but now they are on this car. And then in one of the last videos, we did the RTR chin splitter. That thing is awesome, and it completely transformed the front end of the car for me. And now we are moving on to the rear of the car. We're gonna be installing the RTR deck lid spoiler. And it's more of a subtle spoiler here, guys, nothing too crazy, but I do think it goes with the lines of the car, and it's just gonna add a little bit of an extra touch to the back end of the vehicle, considering we have the base model with just that little tiny spoiler like this. So there's not much, that Ford gives you with the base cars here. You do get a little bit of something there, but I think the RTR one is gonna be vastly better. Now, the cool thing about these now with the 2024s is that this entire piece here, you can see there's a seam that goes all the way in front of the spoiler here down. This entire piece is one piece. So this all comes out and we transfer the camera from this piece to the RTR one, and it's all one unit. So we shouldn't have too much adhesive to worry about. I think there's a little bit that holds on this whole component here to the trunk, but overall, not too much to worry about, and that's pretty nice. So let's go check out the spoiler on the bench, and then we'll start the install process. And there she is, guys. We have it on the bench here. This is the RTR kind of ducktail spoiler here. Nothing too crazy, but you can see if I rotate this down, this is all one piece. The camera hole is down here as well. And so, yeah, this is pretty cool. The overall quality on this piece as well, guys, is pretty decent. It feels very like OEM quality. We do have some little protectors on the edges here, which is nice. Everything came packaged well in the box, so that's a plus here too. So nothing too crazy here. We do have some tools over here that we're gonna need, just a few wrenches here, some prying tools as well. Make sure to use some plastic ones just in case. And then we also have some extensions, 10mm, 7mm sockets, and then a T15 and a T20 as well. But other than that, it's a pretty straightforward install from what I've seen, and I'm just excited that we don't have to lift this thing up today. We can do it with the car on the ground, much easier, much easier. So let's go take a look at the back of the car here. We'll start removing some clips and little bolts, and we'll rip that thing off and throw this one on. All right, so first things first, we're just gonna pop that trunk like that. Don't mind all the crap we got in the back here. Should probably move the helmet out of the way. Anyways, I did set the tools back here as well that we're gonna be utilizing just to make it a little easier. But first things first, we're gonna remove these little grommets here. These actually just twist out like this. After we remove these, we have a bunch of these little push fasteners that also have to come out. We'll also have to use one of our pry tools to remove this guy as well. So we'll go under there, pop this out, and we have two plugs that are basically hiding bolts under here, which there you go. You can pull that out, get access to those. You do want to be really safe with this. You don't want to start taking this fastener out and drop it in the inside of the trunk like that. You'll probably never get it back. So we're gonna be careful with that. Otherwise, I don't think there's anything else here per se until we get everything off. So let me start that process, and then we'll move on to what's underneath holding this thing together. There we go, not too terrible. So again, we have this bolt here. We have these two that'll have to come off. The same on this side as well. I'll just remove that cover. And then we got one here, and then we got one here, one here, one here, and one here. Again, with these ones, we gotta be super careful not to drop these into the trunk because then we will not be getting them out. So let me work on that, and then we really should be able to remove this thing. All right, two of them out. Quite a few more to go. All right, so we should be clear to then just pull this baby off. It is separating over here. There it is. All right, now that we got this separated, we gotta try to separate this wire loom. There we go, and then that just unplugs, and then we can kind of move this over to the bench and remove the camera that's inside and swap it over to the other one. I gotta say though, I don't know if it comes through on camera, but look how like bumpy this is. This is crazy. Kind of weird. I don't know why they did that with so many different grooves and stuff. Probably for some actual reason. I just, oh, bubble wrap. I don't know. There we go, guys. We got them both on the bench here. Now it's time to start swapping over these little clips that we have on the two corners of the spoiler. We're gonna move these, put them directly over here into these slots here. And then we're gonna remove these little T-bolts, all of these here, and put them in the corresponding sections on the RTR spoiler here. And then we gotta remove the camera and put it into the new little camera bracket here that even says RTR on it. Look at that. So we're gonna do that. The kit does come with, like I said earlier, some extra hardware to do this. The only thing I can't figure out, and if I figure it out in this video, I'll make sure to put it in here, but I cannot figure out what this is for. This is like a clear patch. I'm not sure if you'll even be able to see them on camera, but it looks like a clear sticker, I guess, two of them. Circular, I don't know what they're for. So I'm gonna try to figure that out, but as far as right now goes, I'm just gonna move over this hardware and then put the camera onto that one, and then we should be looking pretty good to go install the RTR. We do have to clean up that trunk though, because it's absolutely filthy. So we gotta clean it up, make sure it's a really clean mating surface for the adhesive to bond to, and we just want it to lay as nice as possible. So we gotta make sure it's clean, and then we can install it. So pretty cool, but let me move this hardware over and we'll get it going. Man, we could just rock this like this. Look at this, all bumpy and whatnot. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, it's not really, but. All right, guys, moment of truth here. See if we did everything correctly. We're gonna kind of mock this up. See if it kind of wiggles in with the holes. Yep, kind of does. Kind of, sorta. Ooh, it looks cool already, guys. I like it. But it's not sitting perfect yet, so let me see what's going on. All right, I'm gonna try to get you guys a shot of this because I think the actual clip area where the harness for the backup camera is supposed to go, I think it actually hits the inner side of the trunk if you clip it in to where it's supposed to go. So I don't know if I'll be able to show you this or not, but if I take this off here, you can see that there's a clip here and there's a clip here, so it would make sense that it would clip here, come around, and then it kind of folds in on itself as you put it in. But this one up here will hit the top part for sure. I can see the tape marking it. And then the bottom one, it seems like that also seems to hit onto the trunk itself. So kind of weird. See, it just kind of like doesn't want to stay. And if I take that off of there, again, if you just kind of fold it in on itself here, like that, and then you kind of guide the wires in. It goes right up until onto the edge there, and you get like a nice clean line. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to rock it like that and hope that the camera doesn't, shake around and stuff. I don't know. So kind of weird with that. I don't think it'll actually be a problem, but I wanted to make a note of it on the video just in case you're installing this and you run across the same thing. So anyways, we gotta peel off like 1.5 to 2 inches of this sticky tape here on both sides, and then we'll lay it down again, and then we can work along the edge, peeling it up and pressuring it down there just to hold it down. And then we can put all the bolts back in it and we're done. So pretty cool. It does look incredible though, in my opinion. Definitely a different look in person than seeing it on video and in pictures, so I try to do the best I can to get you the shots, but you have to see it in person. Well guys, there you have it, the install of the RTR rear deck lid spoiler. I absolutely love it. I think it looks awesome on the car. If you guys are curious about this, RTR sells them on the site, bunch of other distributors, CJ Pony Parts, I think American Muscle sells them too now, so you can get them anywhere. But I think we are moving along pretty nicely with the RTR build. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the little like button down below. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button as well. We are just starting this whole RTR build, and I'd love to have you guys along for the ride. So anyways, you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.